Thank you for joining us today at noon. I'm Jeremy Hohola. Today, the man accused of shooting and killing two people in a dorm room in Colorado Springs will be back in court. He's also facing new charges. A new charge stems from an attack on an El Paso County Sheriff's Office deputy while he was in custody. Nicholas Jordan allegedly punched the deputy several times before officers could pull him away. This was last week, days after he appeared in court. In that court appearance, a judge ordered him to undergo a competency evaluation. And today, closing arguments are set to happen in the trial for a truck driver accused of killing a family of 5 on I-25 in Weld County. Jesus Puebla's truck crashed into a stopped car on I-25 back in June of 2022. His lawyers say the trucking company supplied him with the faulty vehicle. They say if anybody should be held responsible, it's the trucking company. Puebla is charged with 5 counts of vehicular homicide. An arraignment has been set for Miles Hartford for early June. He owned the Apollo Funeral and Cremation Services in Littleton, which closed down in September of 2022. The same year, his funeral home license expired. Hartford faces charges for allegedly leaving a woman's body in a hearse for a year and a half and then giving her family someone else's remains. He was arrested last month. Lakewood police arrested the last suspect they were looking for in an attack at an RTD station. Back in February, the victim was waiting to get on the light rail at the Wadsworth station. That's when 2 women asked if he had cigarettes. Police say when the victim said no, one of the girls yelled at him and then punched him and then held him down by his hair. They say the other women yelled racial slurs. One woman turned herself in last week. Police arrested the second suspect last night. And continuing coverage of that bridge collapse in Baltimore, what was a rescue mission has now turned into a recovery mission. 6 construction workers are still missing. Overnight, crews found the ship's black box. Investigators hope it will give clues as to what led up to the collision and then the collapse. We have learned that there was a mayday call that went out from that ship. That prompted police to shut down the bridge on both sides, so there were no cars driving over the bridge when it collapsed. It will likely take years to rebuild the key bridge. Yesterday, President Biden promised the federal government will pay for the cost. It's expected this will cause major disruptions in transportation and the regional economy. This port in Baltimore is now shut down too, and no word yet on when things will open back up. We expect to learn more from the NTSB tonight at 6 o'clock. This is similar to a bridge collapse in Tampa Bay almost 44 years ago. On May 9th, 1980, 35 people were killed when nearly a 20,000-ton freighter slammed into the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Most of the people who died were on board a Greyhound bus that fell 150 feet into Tampa Bay. One man was the only survivor. His truck fell onto the freighter's deck before hitting the water below. That bridge was demolished, and the new Sunshine Skyway Bridge was finished 7 years later in 1987. And taking a live look at Boulder right now, looking at the Flatirons. It's a beautiful day to go out and enjoy the sunshine, especially if you're in that area. Hit up Chautauqua Park. And a live look at downtown Denver right now at the skyline. Blue skies, some nice clouds. Lauren, I'm really loving this time right now. I'm going to enjoy it because I know things always change.
That's the beauty of forecasting in Colorado. Right. Well, today we will see sunny skies. Temperatures are kind of intermediate. Not quite as cool as what we saw yesterday, but not quite average just yet. We'll be peaking in the low 50s, but we will be making it into the 60s for several days along my 7-day forecast. Right now we have a live look over downtown Denver. Mostly sunny skies, a little bit of cloud cover in the background there. We're at 48 degrees at DIA, partial cloud cover. Winds coming in from the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour, making it feel closer to 44 degrees on the skin. Now let's go ahead and take a look at current temperatures all across the state. Right now the Front Range and Eastern Plains mostly in the upper 40s to low 50s. We're even seeing some middle 50s across the plains, 54 right now over in Ray. The high country seeing those 20s and 30s and then 40s across the western slope. But let's take a look at our 24-hour temperature change map. The eastern half of the state roughly 10 to 20 degrees warmer than we were just this time yesterday. We're going to continue to see those temperatures increase over the next next few days. So what we'll be talking about in my 7-day forecast will be this warming trend that's pushing in. We're also going to see some continued mountain snow, and we do have a warm but wet Easter weekend ahead. I'll have those details for you just ahead.
Alrighty. West Metro Fire Department is on the short list to test a prototype emergency system. Only 6 departments in the country are on this list. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is in Lakewood today with details on the system that's one of a kind in Colorado.
So the West Metro Fire Department right now has had the system that they currently have for the last 20 years. They say it's difficult to extract information and they make decisions based on that data. So with this new pilot program, it is going to be a game changer for not only the West Metro Fire Department, but 5 other agencies across the country. So this program is called NARIS. It stands for National Emergency Response Information System, and it's built with geographic technology for accurate location. So the goal is to provide firefighters with real-time information and analytic tools that can enhance preparedness and response to emergency calls such as fires, car crashes, medical emergencies, as well as future pandemic emergency preparedness. So as it continues to develop through prototype testing, it's expected to inform community risk, including vulnerable populations.
It will also track, different populations and demographics within the system, so we can recognize just by analyzing the data, are certain types of hazards or risks affecting, underrepresented populations or different areas of the community that then we can adjust response to.
Now, this is just a prototype. The full testing and the full program will be available for all 6 fire departments later this fall. And then hopefully by 2026, all fire departments across the country will have this free tool for them to use during emergencies. For now, I'm in Lakewood. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
And coming up, listen up if you have a service dog or know someone who has one and are worried about their vision. A local clinic is hosting a free eye check for them, but you have to sign up. We have details ahead.